Alright, so it's still late at night after my previous video, but I got on Robinhood just to see how close my Dave& and Buster's um, put that I sold was getting, how close it was to getting executed. Um, as I mentioned in the previous video, I sold a $12 put on Monday or Tuesday for $15, and at the time it was Dave& and Buster's was selling for around $13. But since I've sold that, it's gone up 54%, which is just crazy growth, especially for a restaurant chain, a restaurant arcade chain on top of that. Um, especially with all this coronavirus stuff, people aren't going out to eat as much, and let alone touching arcade games that everyone is touching. Um, I'm sure there's just a lot of people, especially in the inner cities or in the big cities where Dave and Buster's is located. People are going to be more concerned, whereas I live in more rural area. A lot of people aren't concerned about coronavirus um, because we just don't have the exposure and the number of cases. But Dave and Buster's, they're more located in bigger cities where there's going to be more cases. I'm just super shocked to see that it grew 54.5% in a single week. Um, so, I spent that $1,200, made $15. If I would have taken that same $1,200 and actually bought Dave and Buster's shares with it, who knows how much money I could have made. It's late. I don't really want to sit and do the math on, a $7 profit on how many shares I could have owned with $1,200. But I would have made a lot more money. But on the other hand, I didn't have to take the risk. If the price went down to or even stayed the same, the 12.50, I still would have made that $15, and I wouldn't have lost that 50 cents per share. So that's one benefit of selling puts. You can make that weekly income without having to take the same level of risk as if you just went and bought shares with it. You also can make um, much higher weekly income. The most common dividend payments are quarterly. Some of them pay monthly. If you sell covered calls or sell puts, you can make weekly income, which then you can then turn around to pay bills, spend, use it to go out, or you can turn around, invest more with that, and then make more money in the long term. It's basically exponential growth if you keep reinvesting your profits from selling puts, calls, and your dividend payments. So, like I said, I made that $15 on Monday or Tuesday, and here it is. I was just gone on to see how close it was to actually being executed, and just couldn't believe my eyes whenever I saw it grew 54% in a week. I'm just filling you guys in.